What's going on? What's going on, good people? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Zakilezi, and I'm back with another new YouTube video. Like, before I get into the video, before I start with the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment on the section below. I wanna see people commenting a lot and liking a lot on my videos. So now I'm going to focus again more on currency pairs. So the first currency pair that I'm going to look like, before getting into analyzing other currency pairs, we have to start looking at what we have to start looking at the XY, the dollar index, because like the dollar index is more important to the USD pairs, like the pairs that are being are being paid with our USD. So now we are on a weekly time frame. So you know the basics. You mark your what? You mark your higher high, and you mark your what? You mark your lower low, lower low. So when we look on our left hand side, the market went down impulsively. So now we are inside what? Now we are inside the correction on a bigger structure. So we are having something like this. So we expect the market to at least to come up here before going down like this. So we are expecting something like this on a bigger time frame. So let me just remove this, and draw things more proper. And when you draw your trend lines or your structures, you don't force anything. So okay. Let me just put my trend line very proper. Okay. So like here's our weekly time frame. So on a weekly, we're expecting the market at least to come and give us our touch here. But remember, if the market doesn't give us our touch here, we might reject here and start having a reversal pattern to the downside. So now on a bigger structure, like we know what's going to happen. Let's go to 2 hours and try to zoom in, like what's happened. No, before like I go to 2 hours, let me go to the daily. Yeah, it's 1 day. Let me go to the daily. So again, we were having another, this is our high. We were having another high here. So if it happens that the market fails to go and touch our trend line before going up, we might reject here and come and test our high and go down. So now okay, this is important. So now let's go to 2 hours and see what do we find. And remember, you have to keep your no, not 2 hours, sorry about that, it's 1H. We have to keep our analysis as simple as we can. So let's see, what do we find here? Let's see, what do we find here? Okay. So now I identified our ascending channel or our ascending structure. So apparently the market didn't come and give us what? The market didn't come and give us a dead touch here before starting to go down. So the market didn't give us our dead touch before going down. So as we're looking at our ascending structure, the market broke our ascending structure impulsively. So now what's currently happening now is what's currently happening now it's a correction. So remember, it is impulse, correction, and impulse to the downside. So you have to know the basics. So let's go to 15 minutes and see what's going on. So now we are on 15 minutes. We have our continuation pattern. Like I said, this is our continuation pattern, and this one right here, it is our what? It is our a tight flag, a smaller than a flag on lower time frames. So this is going to be our first entry. So we know the 90% rule of the smaller structure. Like this is the first take profit, and lastly this is another take profit of our ascending channel. So now when I'm going to trade USD, Euro USD, or Gbpusd, I know like this coming week the dollar is going to lose its momentum, meaning I'm expecting maybe at least Gbpusd to buy, USD JPY to sell, and Euro USD to buy. So let's go to Euro USD. Let's go to Euro USD. So here's our Euro USD. Let's go to the daily time frame and see what do we find. Again, let me go to weekly. Let me go to my weekly. You know the basics. This is my lower low and this is my higher high. So let me go to daily. 1 day, it's 1 day, sorry about that. 1 day. This is 1 day. So this is 1 day. So remember, the market is respecting our level right here. So each time when the market reaches that level, it bounces up. So let's see what do we find on our daily time frame. Remember, when you draw your trend lines, you don't have to force anything. You just have to go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. You just have to go with the flow. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to force anything. And this looks like our double bottom, so a W formation. This here looks like a double bottom, a W formation. So now it is a confirmation now, like Euro USD is going where it's going to buy. It's going to go up at least until where? At least until here. Maybe it will break our structure and start correcting and shooting up. So now we have to focus. Okay, the market is going to go up until this point. Remember, it's going to be a first touch, second touch, third touch. So what might happen is the market might come down again to test this low, or the market might come down and break this structure. So now let's go to the lower time frame. Let's go to 1 hour. So look for our entry. So on 1 hour, okay. Okay. Let me go to 15 minutes. Let me go to 15 minutes. This continuation pattern it looks like again like the one we find on our dollar index. This is going to be our first take profit. And this is going to be our last take profit. This is our Euro USD. So let's look on another pair. Another pair which is Gbpusd. Then I'm done. Again, the basics. Let's go to a bigger time frame and see what did we find. So the basics. This is your lower low and this is your higher high. Remember, when you draw your trend lines, your structures, you don't force anything. You don't force anything. Okay. You don't force anything. You don't force anything. You don't force anything when you draw your structures. And remember, you don't force anything. Let me just do something real quick. So now we identify this is our falling wedge. Let's go to 2 hours to see it more proper. Okay, fine, it is confirmed. Let me just fix my touches right there and my structure right here. So let's go to 1 hour and see what happened. So when you look at this trade, when you look at the structure, we were having an inverse head and shoulder pattern. So in order for you to see it was an inverse head and shoulder pattern, you just have to go to 2 hours and see it more clearly. This was our first shoulder, and this is our head. This is second shoulder. This is our left shoulder. Then the market decided to push to the upside. So let me go to 1 hour again. So now the market went up impulsively. So now it started to create a correction, and again it is testing our what it is testing, or it is it retested our neckline of the head and shoulder pattern. So when you go to 15 minutes, we know we're going to find a structure. So like now, this is our neckline. This is our So now this is our neckline, and let's see what do we find. So the market might not respect our neckline. Maybe it might push to the downside. It will push here before start shooting up. So for GBP USD, we have to wait for something like this. For GBP USD, we have to wait for something like this. So like, yeah, now I'm done. So like yeah, now I'm done. So before I'm going out, so I would like you to like, to share, to comment, to subscribe, and to let other people who want to learn how to trade forex or how to analyze or something, to go and hit the subscription button to subscribe on my channel so that they know what's popping. So like, appreciate all the love and the support from each and every one of you who show me the support and the love, and who continue to watch my videos, even though if you don't like, as long as you're watching, as long as I know like I'm giving out the value to someone, or I'm changing someone's life. I don't have to change so many people's lives. Even if I change one person's lives, I know like I've did something. So it's your boss Achilles, the one and only, the forex trader, and I'm out. See you on another YouTube video. So yes sir.